Well, hey everybody, and welcome back. I'd like to introduce you to Manny the monster. I added a googly eye that may or may not stay, but everything's better with a googly eye, right? So, hi, I'm Manny. You're gonna make my big brother today. What do you think, Don?
I think he's cute.
The
Googly eye rocks.
googly eye. Googly eyes make everything better. We're just being silly. I guess we're tired or something. I don't know. But my name is Sue, and I am from OML Embroidery. And over there on the computer is Don.
Hello, everyone.
Can you do a voice for Manny? I like putting him on the spot.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. You think he's evil? See, I thought he had a squeaky voice. Morning. Sandy Accury says, Morning, Manny. Manny the monster. So I decided to play with my new ribbon thing. Look how stunning that is. I know it's a bit reflection-y for you guys. Navy blue ribbon. And it's, a fabric ribbon. They're gorgeous. Manny Monster Party Sew-Along. So
Awesome.
hopefully you guys can see how beautiful the gold is. And I put decorations on it. There, you can see it pretty well. I put stars and lines. I'm just really having fun with it, but isn't that spectacular? I was like, yes. Beautiful, clear, sharp, gorgeous. So, Manny is a Stuffie. Now, this Manny is a little bit short around the eye here, but I left it a bit too long.
Isn't Manny a tribble?
Isn't Manny a triple what?
Tribble.
Tribble. No. B said I couldn't say tribble.
Well, we don't listen to B.
He's a Manny monster. He's just a monster. He's just a happy monster. Along with Bjorn, they kind of match. They're kind of brothers from another mother, I guess. Bjorn is watching for gremlins, so we'll put him back over there so we can gremlin watch. I'm not sure what Manny's job is, but I think we should get started on him. So what I'm using is fleece. Nice stretchy fleece. I like it. Remember, the stretch has to go down on, like, from top to bottom on the monster. It's important because we don't want it to move too much. Now, I am doing the large size. Just grab my hoop here. Sorry, McDreamy, he didn't like that. He's ready to start. Instead of tearaway, I'm going to use the cutaway batting and see if it adds a little extra strength. We have bigger dogs and a weenie. And see if it gives it a little extra strength so they can't, like, chew through it. I'm not sure how much of a difference it'll make, but I figured, you know what, it's worth a try. So 8x8. And I'm going to actually do another experiment. It's very experimenty today. I am going to do around the eye applique in black, and the rest of the entire design I'm going to do in gorgeous variegated thread. And I want to see how that looks. I had picked, bright colors, and you can do that too. It looks fantastic. But I thought variegated thread. Now this is like a royal blue. Yeah, you can see it. Royal blue and white. And I want to see how it looks in the satin stitches and in the mouth. And here, whatever these are, cheeks. I guess he's got rosy cheeks. And we're going to check it out and see how it looks. So you don't need too many things for this design. Oh, by the way, if you want the design, you can go to omlembroidery.com. It's right there under shop. And 3 different sizes. So 4x4 people, you are ready to go. And 5x7 people, you're good to go. Larger hoop people, 8x8. And I was thinking about making a bigger one, just almost a pillow.
The bigger, the better.
Yeah, I thought that would be really cool, making a monster pillow. And if you make one large enough, you could personalize it right here. Or wherever. Or if it's big enough, you could do it inside the circles. I just thought it might be a nice idea. See, I should have done these colors a little brighter. The pink kind of fits right in. So it's pretty easy to do. I'm going to leave my ribbon. I can't tell you guys how pretty this ribbon is. I am just, it's gorgeous. Even Dawn said, wow. I'm going to move it down so you guys can see it. Nope, down a bit more, Dawn. I'm not
That's good.
looking.
We can see.
You can see it?
Yep.
Okay. So when we start this off, there's no batting on this one, but the way we're going to start is we're just going to put our fleece face up. There's a soft side and a not so soft side, because the recipe, I always call it a recipe, the pattern calls for tearaway, and tearaway generally isn't that strong, so you don't want, I had a whole bunch of connections to connect all the matching pieces, so it would run along Manny's outside a few times, and it kind of shifted, so I had to change it. So there's more trims than I like, but it's better than the whole thing falling apart. So this is why there isn't a placement, a tack down, that sort of thing, because that adds, a couple of extra stitches on it. Jackie Cheek says, I love your googly eyes.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is he going to get googly eyes as well?
Well, we'll see how he turns out. These are, where do we get these? Probably Michael's or the dollar store or something. And I always have googly eyes at my fingertips. I have a little basket of them in my desk because everything is better with googly eyes. I gave Beatrice a monitor and I had put googly eyes on it. And she had the monitor for like 2 months before she realized there was googly eyes. I said, yeah, I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you. She's like, Mom, wow.
I like the googly eyes.
We just find it funny. I googly eyes things. So I see a lot of people here. Lots of our moderators. More caffeine, please. Some of our regular people in here. Isabel, Lisa Granley. Who else? Oh, hi, Karina. Oh, nails. I've been demanded to show my nails. Okay, this is new stuff that I bought from, and I don't usually do this, but she's Canadian and she does nail designs and she's awesome. And she put out her own line of nail polish and I got it and it's called Hollow Taco, but there's 3 different sparkly, shiny things. So it's a bright, bright blue underneath. And look, this one is like fire color, so it's orange. It's color shifting, so it makes it even better. This is Aurora, I think. And then the other one is Galaxy. Let's see. You can see clearly that's Aurora.
It looks good on camera, but it's even better in person.
Yeah, it's really hard to see, but when we're working on it, you'll see the color shift on it. It's just amazing. So I'm really happy with that. I did a little bit of each because I couldn't decide which one I liked best. So, and I think maybe I'll stamp over it too, so we can have fun with our own Galaxy. So yeah, there we go. If there's any questions, just ask. And, Don loves your nails. Yes, he does actually. He's the approval when I do something. He's like, yep, those are awesome. Wow factor. That's all I need to hear. I leave it. Sometimes
I'm supportive of your nail addiction. Hobby.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. Really, Don? Well, he buys half of it for me, so bite me.
It's a hobby, and it makes you happy, and it looks good, and everybody loves to see it, so it's worth doing.
It is a hobby. I take a break from embroidery and match my nails to the embroidery, so there we go. Hey, Manitoba, Canada. Woo! Hi, Bonnie. That's cool. I was actually born in Winnipeg, so I've always lived in Ontario, but yeah. What did he say? He said he likes my nails and I'm wonderful.
Lynn
That's
gave
what
me
he said.
crap.
Why?
Because of the one I said.
Yay, Lynn. Thank you.
No, not yay, Lynn.
Yay, Lynn.
She's
It's
supposed to be on my side.
She's not gonna be on your side. Give me a break. Girls rule, boys drool. All right. Sandy's going, Dawn. So, we're going to get ready to get, I guess we'll take it to the machine. And again, I'm going to be using this grooviness other than the eyelashes. I don't really know what they are. Manny just kind of created himself. Are we having a live tomorrow? We certainly are. I just haven't done the graphics. That's the word I'm trying to think of. I haven't done the graphics yet. Same as always. 4 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to keep working on our Anita Good Design project. I will have those graphics up shortly. So apologies. It got a little bit busy and I got a little bit distracted. So let's go over to McDreamy. We got a different view for you guys.
McDreamy's up.
I dropped part of Manny on the floor.
Oh no.
The new Manny. Manny 2.0.
Manny 2.0.
Bigger, faster, stronger. So,
oh, Judy threw me under the bus.
Good.
Come on, you guys.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you.
Aw,
What?
they're all turning on me.
Well, is it deserved? That's what I expect.
Maybe. I might have.
So you shouldn't have to tape anything down. You shouldn't have to, worry about it or spray. I never spray it. It's just sitting on. I'm experimenting with soft cutaway instead of tearaway. I don't know why the tearaway makes me nervous, but it does. So this is the 8x8 guy, the largest one. And the first thing we start off with is the eye. So I'm going to leave the black so you guys can see it. And then I'll go ahead and put that variegated and experiment with that. So hopefully you guys like the view. New view, a little more out of my way. And I think it'll work really well. There's only one applique in this one. And that is Manny's big eyeball. So I just have a scrap piece of felt for his eyeball. I'm going to do white, but you can use green or blue or a remnant of fabric. Yeah, I really like that view, Don. What do you think? I think that's it.
That looks pretty good, dude.
Let's see how I do threading. Just gets annoying with the cameras in the way. And we'd like to put up a second camera at some point. We haven't done that yet, but we will. Okay, he's going da-na-na-na. All right, we need to go back to the desk, Don.
Desk is up.
And we're just going to trim this. Like I said, this is our only applique. Sandy, thank you very much, Sandy. And we're working with pretty thick material, so I'm just going to kind of clip it. You can hear me clipping just so I can get close. Now, if you want, you could use regular fabric or even like jean material, a thicker weave, and you can fringe it around the outside, and I think that would look really, really, really cute. Isabel Brion, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Every little bit helps, keeps us going, gets our cameras up where they belong, which is awesome. I love the camera mount we have now, Don. It works.
Allows us to do whatever we want to try to get better views.
Yep.
For sure.
Better. It's the view, but it's also the ease for me to do stuff. Because if I'm doing a big project, it'd make it difficult to change the threads. So I am going to leave a tiny bit around and we'll see how that looks. Karina, thank you very much for Sue's addiction. Hoo-ah, love that. All right, back to McDreamy, Don.
McDreamy is up.
Now, because the fabric, we're working with thick fabrics and I'm using felt, this is going to stay down quite nicely, and the edge work will hold everything down. So this is going to be a little bit of a decoration here. What part is it doing? Oh yeah, just the eyeball part. I'm gonna leave it on black, so I thought the parts outside that hold it down look kind of like eyelashes, maybe. Is it? No. Is it blurry? No, not at all. Alicia, thank you. Janet Nilsson, thank you very much. And Lise Granley, you guys rock. Thank you. We appreciate it. We're gonna come back to the eyeball apparently. I like the oval inside the circle, because who said that monsters have to have, you know, a circle in a circle with a little highlight? That's not how we roll with monsters. They can be whatever they want. So I just thought, we'll give them a weird eye, because I can. Alright, so this is the test on the camera. Okay, that's a little bit awkward, but I can do it. Last week I was having a hard time cutting the thread. It was because the camera was so far in the way. So, and minimal view of my hands in the way. So that worked out. That's easy. I like it, Don.
That's good.
Yep, thumbs up. So now we're going to stitch some decorations. Elaine Chapman, thank you very much. You guys rock. So this could be his monster shoulder pads. It could be his cheeks. I like the size of the eye. I haven't stitched out the big one yet, so. And I'm really interested to see how this variegated thread is going to work. I hope it looks great. It can be... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Listen to your machine. What happened here? We're out on one of the parts that popped out. Always listen to your machine. And you see, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it got really, really loose. And can we look at the back? Actually, can we take it to the desk, Don? I gotta fix this. So, bird's nest. Now, I could hear it on the machine. And what it was one part of the threading popped out. And that's what you end up with. But it sounded different. The first thing I did is I looked up, and the thread was coming off of the spool way too fast. Like it was almost a blur, and that's when I knew something was wrong. And because everything's so loose, see how I did it? You have to be really careful, because you don't want to, you know, pull anything. We don't want anything to change. And if it's in there solidly enough, then you can just leave it, because we're gonna start this color again and stitch over it. But listen, use your ears, listen to what's going on with your machine. And if I had left this any longer, it would have wrecked the whole thing, because that's how you get a stuck bird's nest. And we don't want that. But, I mean, it happens. It just popped out. There you go. First thing, though, when your machine's making funny noises, stop. Stop, 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 stop. So, we saved it. We're good. I don't know how well you guys can see. Just got a little that's in there solidly, so I'm not going to go in and pick it out, and so is that. And we'll cover it over. So, back to the machine, Don.
Make sure he's up.
All right, and I fixed the little part on top that wasn't threaded properly, so that affected the tension. And I'm going to double check to make sure everything's good. It looks fine. So, back her up, people. Back her up. Also, phew, don't you think, Don?
Yeah.
And I'm just doing the -10 until it zooms back up to the eye, and then I'll do a +1. It's going to do the tie off. And now we know we're at the beginning. You can go back by color too. That probably would have been easier. But habits, I guess. Old habits.
That view is awesome.
I think the view is fantastic. It's not too shadowy. We might turn on the key light. Oh, it always looks like that on my...
Yeah, it's not shadowy at all.
Okay, nice and bright. It looks like it on my iPad for some reason. So, yeah, listen to your machine. Pay attention to it. Because that can happen at any time. I mean, that's operator error, but I didn't realize that I didn't have it in well enough and when it started stitching. Now this is meant to be a loose stitch, a hand stitch, and you're meant to see the fabric through just a little bit. And that's what we're getting. That's the hand stitch from E4, Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to experiment with that, how that stitch looks on, you know, thicker fabrics.
I'm gonna come and look.
Yeah. It's hard to see in the smaller one. I changed some of the settings.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that's, so all it is a random kind of stitch to make it.
Changes the spacing of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the stitch length as well. You can play around with it, but that was intentional. If anyone thought I made a mistake, that's negative. That's a negative. I just wanted to see how it looked. It's a new stitch in E4, but I mean, you could actually do it on just about any digitizing software. You just have to randomize the stitch there. So, cool hand stitch, yes. This is why you never walk away from your machine while it's going. Yep, that is a great point. I don't know if we're gonna have a little trouble there, but let's just see. This is the first time I've stitched out the large one. Well, I kind of like the way the stripes are turning out. I love the blue color. It's gorgeous. You digitized Manny? Of course I did. Manny is a creation from my brain. So it's nice and light. I kind of like it. That's easy.
Karina asked if Bjorn was sleeping because the bird's nest came when the Norsemen arrived.
Yeah, Bjorn, no, he's sitting right there. He's in watch mode.
He's been doing his job then.
It could happen. Yes, it could happen. He's new, right? He's only a week old, so we should forgive him a little bit. There. He's awake now. He's watching. See? You know, if someone told me 5 years ago I'd be holding up a pink Stuffie to my Brother Dream Machine 2 because it's a gremlin watcher, I would have said, you're foolish. Never. No, I never say never. I'm silly. So there we go. He's watching. You know, I might put him on the other side of my machine. You can see him. Hopefully you guys can see him back there. Maybe not. Can you see him, Dawn?
We saw him.
Okay. No, I mean where he's sitting now.
Oh
No. Okay. Well, he's there. Variegated thread can be so interesting. Yeah. I like it. Sometimes it works and sometimes it is too much. Lettering and satin stitches, it usually works best. This is what you're going to end up with pretty much all the time when you do tatami stitch. Now, I have a modified tatami stitch, but it's still a tatami stitch, and you will end up with gorgeous stripes. So it adds another element to it. So, gremlins. Haha, Sue. I know. Arlyn says, I was gonna say the same thing, Karina, as soon as the Norseman came in. McDreamy stuttered. Yeah, I don't know what it is about your husband, Karina, but damn. That's a lot of Norse power that he's projecting to, Canada. It's pretty good.
Jennifer Manlow says we need one with 2 eyes now so we can have a trio.
No, well, yeah, I can do a 2-eyed monster. That'll work, yeah. Yeah, for sure. How many people are in?
123.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I was hoping for our usual 300, but that's okay. That's okay. Maybe new people will hear about our monster parade. So normally I would, you know, run along the outside. Oh, McDreamy. Look at what Norseman's doing. Do you see what he's doing?
He didn't do it.
He did do it.
No. I gotta back him up. He's got my back.
Yeah, well, apparently he's sending Norse mythology Viking voodoo to my machine. Of course, I'm just kidding. Of course, I'm just kidding. Normally, I would make a connection and have it stitched just outside the line, but you really can't do that with what we're creating. So, I had to add trims into it because I don't want the whole thing to fall apart. So, try to be careful. All right, back 10. It's always too much when I do it. Okay, there we go. Back at the beginning. Now, these are just little designs. You can come and visit. Come and visit anytime. It will be fun.
No, you go visit him even.
Oh. Well, what are you going to do? Leave when I show up in your country? Get out. Yeah, we will one day. I think we'll plan the Vegas thing first and figure that out. Because I'm still pretty excited about that. I think that'll be fun. I made a purple one, Alicia says. Yeah? A lot of your monsters, moderators, are on the title page. I had a lot of fun taking off their backgrounds and putting them on trees and stuff. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love making the graphics. That's kind of not a hobby, but it's something I like to do, so I kind of have fun with it. And by the way, Gremlin Dude is right here. I just have him sitting in the corner of McDreamy, so there we go. I'm going to put him back now. He's just sitting there. Ooh, the star looks good. Oh, I like that. So, yeah, isn't that funny, Dawn? We'll have, the stars are pretty big on this big one. Holding a Stuffie that I made on camera and making silly voices. That's probably all me anyways, right? Isn't that who I am? Pink Stuffies and silly voices? Or as my darling daughter Beatrice would say, I do what I want. That's her answer for everything. I know. Don't pick on my old Odie. I used felt for mine. I thought of felt. I thought the dogs would eat it too quickly because I am making these eventually for the dogs. So that's fine. But I had this pink fleece. I know it may be a little boring. But I had the fleece and I just thought I'll use it for this because it's so soft and gorgeous. Felt would have been nice too, you know. Just thinking of that. I have really thick felt, so I wasn't sure if it would work, but fleece is nice. I like how these turn out. It's kind of buried, but that's okay. You can still see the impression of it. Cool. I'm liking this. I'm really liking how the stitches show up on this one. I think it's cool. Outlines. I think... Okay, normally I would switch to another color, but I am going to leave it the way it is. It may have been a good idea to leave a little bit, to spray this down because I'm using different fabric, but I'm going to leave the color on because I think he's going to be kind of a monochrome monster. Duochrome monster because he's blue and white and pink. So, you like the variegated?
Yep.
I was hoping it wouldn't be too busy, and it isn't. Right now, it looks like these are shoulder pads, so he's a football monster or something.
He might be.
Just to clarify something, I do have native blood from my ancestors. Well, awesome. Or did he mean that as a joking threat?
I don't know. It's awesome.
We probably have, not Viking. I don't think either one of us are descendant of Vikings.
That's not that I'm aware of.
My family goes way back to Scotland, and they were landowners in Scotland, and then they came over here and made a lot of progress here. That's who my children are named after. Samantha, which is my oldest, was named after the matriarch of the family. Her name was Samantha McCall, and she was the mom of everything. And her daughter was named Beatrice McCall, which is cool. So if you wonder where I got the names, there we go. Beatrice. So yeah, we're Scottish, and my father's side is English, and the Browns are English too, aren't they? Don doesn't know.
We haven't traced it back. I don't know.
My family did for whatever reasons. I don't know. Do you have a WhatsApp contact number? Nope, I don't. I'm not a phone kind of person. I don't necessarily have time to talk on the phone either, because I work full time with our embroidery business, and then doing all of this stuff takes a lot of time, so. Which I like. I love how the stripes are showing up. That is awesome. I had another thread that I was thinking that I was gonna try, and it was a multicolored one. I'll try to remember to well, I guess I could show you now. It's a little bit difficult to see. I was tempted for this one. There's red, there's green, there's yellow, there's blue. I was thinking that would be pretty cool looking, but we'll save that one for another day. See, this larger one, there's lots of room for lettering, and I think that's cool.
You use that rainbow one
When well, if you guys want a two-eyed one, then I'll do it. If you don't, then I won't. It's a little bit bubbly there, but I think we'll stretch that out so we don't need to worry. Alright, so it's arm or blob arm time. I don't exactly know what they are. I just thought it would be weird to have a monster with hands. So, how can I contact you? Did you digitize this? Of course I did. Of course I did. If I'm doing someone else's design, I always, it's in the title, it's in the description, and there'll be a link of where you can get it from. So, like Creative Kiwi, Anita Good Design, we do lots of those. Just whatever I think is fun. And I really had a lot of fun making the three-eyed monsters last week. They were from Embroidery Garden, and I thought it was really fun, and I love how it turned out. So I thought I am gonna make my own monster because, why not? Really.
I like your monster. He's cool.
Yeah, he's kind of blobby. I think it was. I can't remember who did it. Sandra, Alicia, someone. They said Blobby and his younger brother Blob or something. I'm sorry. I thought that was funny. So 145. All right, we're getting there with people. Everyone loves a monster bash, and seriously, you can not have too many monsters. And yeah, monsters rock. It's fun. It's really fun. You can do the smaller ones and use up your scraps. So many things you can do. Look at how pretty the stripes look on it. I think it's cool. And like I said, satin stitches work really well. I like it's dark blue, light blue, then white. So it's almost like an outlined stripe. The arm is coming along. I want to try one of these with just regular cotton fabric as well and see how they turn out. I think it would be fun. So we're talking about software. Yeah. Perfect Embroidery Professional is software from Dime. I do use it a lot for silly things because it has a lot of extras. The rest of the time I use E4 because I have it and it's a very expensive program, so I need to use it. Plus, we do run an embroidery business, so I call that production and I use it for production. How much does who cost? Don, he's not for sale right now. We'll just wait.
I figured you could jump in a bit and do that.
No. No.
Alright. Well, I love you too.
I didn't say that.
Oh. That's going too far.
I was waiting for you to say that, Don. I really want the PEP software, just trying to find the time to learn it. Well, we learn it every week, and I consider it very user-friendly. So I do have quite a bit of software, and I do use it from time to time because each one has, its own function sort of thing. And Perfect Embroidery Professional there's a lot to it. There's a lot of extra stuff. There's a lot of stuff that makes it easy. And of course it works along with my lace maker and a whole bunch of things like that. So I love it for that. There's a lot of fun stuff in it. E4 is very functional. It's commercial level. A little bit less on the fun stuff, but you can still do it. You just got to figure it out. So you can change everything. PE Design is great for the photo stitch and sending really complicated designs to my 10 needle that you have to sort everything out. I quite like it. And Embrilliance I do use because I have it on my Mac and I love my Mac, and I love the simplicity of Embrilliance. I have all the levels, so that does make it a little bit easier. So I have Stitch Artist level 3, but I do enjoy it because it's really easy to figure out. So, and I used to use Hatch all the time. It was pretty exciting when Hatch came out, but I use it less now. I still use it, and I've got some amazing classes on it. I really jumped in with classes for it, and I still hop in. It's easy to use, and because it's from Wilcom, it is very powerful, and that is what I like about it. And you can do, the same things as other software. It's just logical to me, and it's easy to find anything you need. So I like it for that as well. And you can do hoop splitting and a whole bunch of different things. So yeah, it's easy and fun. So I like them all for different reasons. I find, however, that other than E4, we're not talking about E4 because that is, a business thing and it's really outrageously expensive. For fun, which is what we're doing, and easy stuff, I do use the Perfect Embroidery Professional by Dime. I just find the extras in it, the symbols, there's lots of shapes, and it works with the other add-on software like Quilt Blocker and stuff like that. When I purchase embroidery software, I'll be getting Stitch Artist since I use a Mac and already use Embrilliance in Essentials and Enthusiast. It works, I'm going to tell you, perfectly flawless on a Mac. It's native Mac, and it's gorgeous for that. And it also works on your Windows. So I think that's cool. Stitch Artist, remember each level has something different. I pretty much always have to get the whole thing. It's just how I am. I use all the tools and everything, or I explore them at least. So it's
You can't do videos on a good one.
well, yeah, that's the other thing. You can't do videos on software without having all of the software. My only problem is people say, is that essentials or enthusiast? I don't know. I just bought all of it. Stitch artist. Yeah, it is in brilliance. I have an affiliate link if you guys are interested in that. It's in the description of the video, but I do use it because I love my Mac, and it's Mac is awesome. I wish we could do all embroidery software on my Mac. It just works. I love it. I was planning on levels 1 and 2. Yeah, you know what? 1 and 2 is fine. You can buy 2 and I think you get 1 as well. I'm not sure of the big functionality of 3. I'd have to look into that, but I think you get mostly everything you want with the Stitch Artist 1 and 2. So I think it's great. What's your opinion on FTCU? That's the Floriani.
Yeah.
It's almost exactly the same as Perfect Embroidery Professional by Dime. I've never actually used it, but people tell me that it's similar, so I'm sure it is just as good as that. Sandy says, loving the variegated thread. Yeah, I'm thinking that really worked for my guy.
It really worked in the eye. I like how it's got the big white strip in the middle of his eye.
Yeah, that turned out really well, didn't it?
Yeah.
I really like it. Yeah, what a great idea. I just kind of came up with it like literally just a few minutes before we pressed live. I just thought, oh, let's do something different. I sometimes like to do different things, and this is one of them. Okay, I think the arms, or whatever these body parts are, tentacles, well, a two-eyed tentacle monster. Maybe that will be coming up next. I'm not sure.
Maybe he needs 2 more tentacles too.
It's possible. I'll have to come up with something really wild. So, red or pink, we're doing the mouth, but you can do any color that you want because it's your monster. So you can make him bright. I loved using the neon threads. Oh, that was so much fun on the other one. I've watched your digitizing lives and I agree Diamond FTC are very similar. I purchased FTC. Yeah, then it'll be easy for you to learn off of the videos because it's essentially the same. But you can learn off of any of the videos. And remember, I have almost 600 videos up. So there should be some information for everyone. But I have hatch classes that are full classes, like an hour-long class, and full of information, and I actually used to sell them. So you guys should always take advantage of it. And even if you don't have hatch software, you will learn something. Look at this one right here. It looks like a tooth. The white. I love it. Chris Yost, thank you. And the Norseman, I'll say thank you. I like the eyeball. It's cool. I'm really happy with my variegated monster. I like how he's turned out. We are actually getting towards the end. Oh, we are. Okay, so the next step is the shape of the guy. And that means we need to put our fabric, and we want to put it face down. So whatever fabric you're using, it needs to go face down, and we need to make sure, everything's covered there. So face down. If you don't have a print or anything, you don't have to worry about it. And it's going to stitch them down so we have a nice monster shape. And then we're going to turn it and trim it and finish it. Janet Nelson, thank you very much. Oh, I like the little animated character. That's cute. What do you think, Don? Our monster's getting there. Manny. We should call him by his first name. So I'm doing a nice little back stitch here so everything holds down. Now note that it's not going around the whole thing, because if we did that, we wouldn't be able to see Manny. So yeah, Manny is looking great. I kind of like him, and I found the testers just, oh, they did some really cool things. I have the best testers. I think it was Misha. I don't always remember what I'm reading. She did a Manny on a microfiber cloth so he could go into the bathtub. And someone else used scraps of toweling material. And what I think that was Alicia. Sorry if I get it wrong. And they turned out amazing. They were so cute. And I thought, yeah, you guys are clever to do that. So any scraps will do. Toweling. I mean, you could also do tea towels. You could do anything that you have scraps for. Obviously, you need kind of bigger pieces for the 8x8. But in general, scraps will work. But I thought the microfiber cloth, I thought that was brilliant. The towel, that was brilliant. And they're super cute. Super cute. Yay! We are finished embroidering. Yay. And look, this is your monster. Isn't he cute? Isn't he adorable? Wonderful. That's all you get. All right, Don, back to the desk.
Desk is up.
Thank you. And we're literally going to finish him. He doesn't look like much yet, but I promise he will. So I am taking him out of the hoop and putting my hoop over there. I don't want to ever risk dropping them. Now, if you are using the tearaway, this is when you can hold down with your finger the stitching and tear it away. I showed you guys this in the last video. You can't just tear it because you may wreck the stitches. So take away as much of it as you can. You don't have to be too super picky. Once you are done that, now I'm not doing it because remember I am experimenting with a soft light cutaway. So what I like to do here at the bottom, because we have to turn it and we have to sew it up, but I'm not going to sew it up. I'm going to glue it up, and I'll show you how I do that. So I leave kind of a tab for it, and it just makes it easier to do. And then we're going to trim. Now, you don't want to get too close, but you don't want, you know, too much either. I don't think I have enough stuffing, so this might have to be a roadkill monster. Sorry, Manny. I don't know if I have enough stuffing for this guy. He's kind of big. I love him, but he's kind of big. So carefully stitch or carefully cut through everything.
Norseman says it reminds him of Layla from Futurama.
Kind of, I guess.
Layla?
I think a couple of people said it's a mixture. That must have been Sarah. A mixture between Jabba the Hutt and Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Which I laughed a little too hard on that one. So if I'm not, hopefully I'm giving, I should write it down, but hopefully I'm giving credit where credit's due.
It's sometimes hard to keep up.
Well, yeah. My sense of humor loves hilarious things. So, okay. So he's cut out, and I am going to cut this part off because I think it'll just simply interfere. And if you need to clip corners, I cut mine pretty short, so I'm not going to because you risk cutting stuff that shouldn't be cut. And because it's a nice back stitch, then it should hold everything nicely, but do be a little bit careful. I use my nails to turn everything. There's no sharp corners on this guy. He's pretty smooth. Pretty smooth guy. Oh, his eyelashes turned out fantastic on the top.
Oh, look good.
Yeah. And
I
there's
love the eye.
it's
The white eye. I'm saying maybe don't put a googly eye on them.
no, I think the googly eyes are too small anyways. Yeah, the variegated thread right there, how it worked out, I think it added a little bit to it.
He's a cute little monster.
I kind of like him. He's actually, and I don't mind the cutaway in there. So let's stuff them up for as much as I've got, and then I'll show you guys how I finish it. So make sure you're not stuffing the cutaway, and it can be as fat and as full as you want. I am going to run out shortly, so I'm going to spread it around. He can be kind of flat. That's all I have.
He's gonna get defluffed right away anyway.
Well, probably. I know. I know. Very cute little guy. Yeah, he is cute. I like him. I like some of the effects that the variegated thread made. Just kind of, oh, I gotta push more up to his eyeball. It'll all balance out, but it's just to make it look good for you guys. So, I like it. I like it. I like the white here that looks like a tooth. The stars are spectacular. So that looks kind of weird right now, but we're going to finish it. So this is why I leave the tabs, and it just makes for a neater, cleaner, and much easier finish to it. So you just simply tuck them back in instead of trying to hold and fold and sew and whatever. You just tuck them in, and I'm just making sure it goes by the cutaway. And you can whip stitch this up, do a ladder stitch or whip stitch around, or you can cheat a little bit with fabric glue. So it has to be fabric glue or it'll be like a rock. And all I did was put a little bit kind of on the inside here. Whoops. Kind of on the inside. And you don't want like gobs of this. You don't have to be too neat about it either. Now obviously that's not going to stay. Get down there, Fluff, so I don't have to get glue on me. And kind of close it even. And it pretty much holds. This guy's a little bit big. But I used quilting clips on it just to hold it and just leave it for a little bit. I don't know how long it takes. And you'll have a perfect seam. That's what I did on my little guy. And it looks pretty good. Or you could use some like heat and bond and just press it in there. It's pretty hard to do with the felt though. And that's all I did. Sewing may or may not look better. I'm not really sure. But look at this guy. Look at him. You can move the stuffing around. I think I would like him stuffed a little bit more. I may have to... No, I guess it's probably not enough.
Pretty good.
I like the shape of him too. It's kind of from the back. It's an interesting shape and makes you want to look at the front. But I think his eye turned out spectacular. I like his eyelashes up at the top. There's lots of space there. So what do you think about Manny? I think Manny's fun.
Manny's awesome.
Variegated thread, maybe not on everything, but certainly on some things. I like the circles. And yeah, his eyeball turned out fantastic. So you need to do a video on something from Parker on the Porch. Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff. That would be fun. So neat. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys will have your own monster party and make some monsters. I love seeing last week's monsters. They looked awesome. It was fun to see all the different colors and everything. And thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for all the donations. We really appreciate it. And join me tomorrow for some more sewing fun. We're working on a Need a Good Design, and I will get the graphics up for you guys shortly. So if there's any questions, head on over to the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, and you can ask your questions there if you need help or anything like that. That is the place to be. We have a wonderful group full of helpful people, and you can get Manny, the design, at omlembroidery.com. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. We got lots more fun to come, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.